Hi everyone. So in today's video, I wanted to quickly take you through one of the Google Ads campaigns that we're running for a cleaning business based in North Carolina. So they run a residential cleaning business. So we're going after clients that are looking to get their homes or houses cleaned. So with this particular client, I've just pulled up the last 30 days worth of data. And just wanted to run you through some of the key bits of data, some of the ways that we structure the campaign, and just give you guys a bit more information about how we get good results with this type of ad platform. So as you can see, last 30 days, we've got the campaign here running at the moment. In the last 30 days, $462 spent. So as you can see, this client has, we're working with a relatively small ad spend, and that is absolutely fine. Usually what I recommend is that we start with $500 as the minimum ad spend. And then once we're getting results, to then gradually ramp it up from there. The reason why I tend to say 500 is the number is that the way you get really good results with Google Ads is by getting enough data to identify the opportunities, and then you can optimize the campaigns from there. So unfortunately, the only way you can get the data is by spending the money on the platform. So if you have too low a spend, it just means that it takes longer to get the data. It takes longer to optimize the account. So it's always better to come to Google Ads when you are comfortable maintaining that 500 plus minimum ad spend level. So the clients I work with, they have ad spends ranging $500 on one end right up to $10,000 a month and beyond for the multi-location, multi-seven-figure cleaning companies that I work with. So this campaign is just an example of one where we're running with a relatively small budget. 462 spent. We've had 49 clicks. The average cost per click is coming in at just over $9. So where you're based in the country or in the world, so whether you're in the US, Canada, Australia, the UK, I run campaigns for clients in all those locations. This number will vary, and this is driven by the amount of demand, the amount of competition from other cleaning companies who are bidding for specific keywords. So for this client, it's just over $9, which is actually within the range. And if I scroll right across here, lots of data here, don't worry too much about it. So we've generated 11 leads, and the conversion rate is 22%. So this number is actually really good. Usually with the clients that I work with, we aim for 20% long term. So this client, we're above that. So that means that a 20% conversion rate means for every 5 people that click on our advert, we get one person calling in or one person sending an online form submission. And then the cost per conversion is $42. So this number is super important. And, I've actually done a separate video. I'll put a link in the description about how you use this number to start to come up with a return on investment for your campaign. But very, very quickly, if we are generating, the reason why this is a good number, obviously it can be even better if the cost per lead is less, but let's say you convert 1 in 3 of your leads, which is be pretty typical. So $40 cost per lead gets you to about $120 cost to acquire one client. For me, and what I recommend with all my Google Ads clients is to focus on the recurring clients, the number of recurring clients that you bring into your business, because that's really where all the value, is where the value lies in that lifetime value of that client. So $120 to acquire one client, and let's say 50% of your new clients are recurring, so 1 in 2 are one-off jobs, 1 in 2 are recurring clients. So the cost to acquire one recurring client would be $250. So the way where you go from that number to a return on investment is you then look at how long a recurring client would typically stay with your business, how many months and how much they spend with you over their lifetime. So in my cleaning business, a new recurring client stays with us for about 18 months. And we know from the numbers that they generate about $2,700 in gross profit. So that's money after we pay our cleaners. So we know that if we can get one recurring client through Google Ads, it's worth $2,700 over the lifetime. So in this example, if we can get recurring clients for $250 and get $2,700 back, we're running over a 10x return on investment. So, this number is really important. It's really important to trying to get to an ROI. And as I said, I'll put a link in the description that gives you a bit more detail about how you get to that number. So, back to it, as I said, this campaign, we generated 11 leads at a $40 cost per lead and a 22% conversion rate. So if we click on the campaign, we can, I'll quickly show you some of the keywords that we're going after. As you'd imagine, there are lots of variations of house cleaning, residential cleaning, housekeeping, maid service. You can see here there are various keywords where we include the location, the geo term, near me or Waxhaw, or and then there are others where we're just going after the search term without, or the keyword without the location. So the reason why we want to break out lots of different keywords in this way is that what we want to try to start to do is try to get an idea of the conversion rates and the conversion data at the keyword level. So, on a month's worth of data, 11 leads, it's not enough data to make a firm conclusion about which keywords are driving the best performance. But say we looked at, say, 6 months worth of data, and we've got many more conversion data points to look at, we can start to look down this list. And if you can see, house cleaning, the phrase match keyword here is getting us a cost per lead of 79, which is high. House cleaning services near me is getting it at 26. So in this case, in theory, it makes sense to put more of our money into this lower cost per lead keyword and away from the higher. But as I said, we wouldn't be making those decisions based only on two conversions. We probably need 10 plus conversions, to get to that statistically significant level where we would start to reallocate the spend to the higher performing keywords. So these are the types of keywords that we go after. The match type is an important thing just to cover off quickly. So the match type is basically us giving Google a degree of variability in these keywords. So an exact match is very, very specific. We only want to be showing up for this specific term, cleaning services near me, whereas a phrase match or a broad match is us giving Google a bit more ability to bring us variations of this term. So depending on where you're based in the country, obviously the broader terms, there will be more volume of those broader terms. But generally what we find is the conversion rates are lower than the exact match. So the exact match, if you think of the lowest hanging fruit, the highest conversion rates, we generally, when we're running campaigns, we want to see, can we fill the daily ad budget just with the exact match keywords? Because if we can, we know they're going to get us the highest conversion rate, but often it's not sufficient. So we have to then introduce phrase match and broad match keywords to get greater click volume, to get the leads. So that's one of the important balancing acts that we do, when we're running, these types of campaigns. So just a couple of comments on the keywords there. If I just jump into the search terms report. So the search terms are basically the exact string of words that people are typing into Google and our adverts are showing up for. So you can see this in the first column here. There are lots of examples of great search terms, these cleaning services near me, house cleaners near me. As we look down here, housekeeping services, cleaning prices, these are all great. What will happen is we'll always get some that fall through the cracks, ones that are less relevant, often competitor terms, these Cindy maids, ladybug cleaners, these are examples of competitor terms that for a $500 a month budget, what we would be doing is adding that to a negative keyword list so that, we wouldn't show up for, searches when people are searching for these terms. And by building out that negative keyword list, it means that we can put more money into these sorts of higher converting search terms. So to get to that 20% and a higher conversion rate, you want to be looking down this search terms report. And if the majority of your search terms here are sort of bang on the money, you know, house cleaning services, cleaning prices, cleaners near me, those types of searches, you know that you'll be getting a good conversion rate. So the search terms are driven from the search keywords that you select in the first place. So then the final thing to say is that obviously if we're getting great search terms, it means that we're in front of good quality traffic. That traffic is showing a high intent to purchase, and that high intent to purchase is shown by a high conversion rate. So that is one part of it, but we also need to make sure that we are sending that traffic to a landing page that is optimized to convert that traffic to actually, you know, getting them to pick up the phone and give you a call, or fill out a short online form to ask for some further information. So having a landing page that is optimized for your Google Ads campaign is really important. A very, very common thing that I come across is that people will be sending their ad traffic to their homepage, and you know, that's okay, but it's not as good as a dedicated landing page. As you know, you will probably know, a homepage, you know, the goal of a homepage is to do many things. You know, it could be to convert Google Ads traffic, but it could also be to redirect people who are applying for a cleaning job to the recruitment page. It could be also to optimize for SEO. So a homepage is doing lots and lots of different things. And you contrast that with a landing page that is built just for your Google Ads campaign. The number one and the only intention and goal of that landing page is to get people to give you a call, or get people to fill out an online form. So that's why you tend to find that the conversion rates for a dedicated landing page tend to be a lot higher than sending that same traffic to a homepage. So on one side, you need to identify really great search traffic. And then you need to send that search traffic to a landing page that's going to convert that traffic to phone calls and online form submissions. So a very quick run through of this account. If you're interested in my Google Ads services, you know, as many of you will know from my other videos, you know, I run a cleaning business. We're in 4 cities. We, do over $1 million in revenue every year. And I have a team managing that business for me. So now my time is spent running my Google Ads agency, and I only work with cleaning business owners. I work with over 30 cleaning business owners, you know, all around the world, in the US, Canada, Australia, and the UK. So I'm very specialist in terms of what I do. So if you're interested, I'll leave the link to my website. But if you've got any other questions, just drop me a comment and I will get back to you. Many thanks.